from the last 12 years of copper M&A. They've come up with some quite simple rules of thumb. RBC Capital said the average transaction price for a copper asset at the pre-feasibility stage was 7 cents per pound of contained copper. RFC Ambrian, using a slightly different data set, called it 9 cents per pound. But RFC Ambrian also concluded that there's a shortage of assets, similar assets. In fact, there's a dramatic shortage of assets, the low single digits number of assets in a world where copper demand over the next decade is going to require 60 or 80 cent a ton assets to be satisfied.
Okay, so you can see there, this man has pointed out, he's the director from Orico Copper. I'm not sure they're on this one. Oh, here they are here. So he's from their company. They got 822 million tons at 32% copper. That might be about 3 million tons of contained copper. And Hot Chili is about the same, with about 3 million tons. And drilling, they're looking to get to 5 million tons. And also, you want to get to 5 million tons because then it makes more sense for a major miner like BHP to buy you out, spend $1 billion making the mine. So when they spend that $1 billion, they're going to get $10 billion back or whatever they want on a risk basis. So if you do the sums here, what could Hot Chili or any of these companies on this page? This page pretty much contains every large copper resource in the world that's owned by a junior upwards. So yeah, if there's any big copper resource, it's probably on this page here. If you find another one, I don't think you will, but put it in the comments below. So doing the sums for Hot Chili on what that guy said, it's 7 cents to 9 cents. Melbourne acquisition price for the pre-feasibility study. So they're not quite there yet. They got to drill out a bit more, then they'll do the pre-feasibility. So what could they get bought out at? So currently at 130 million thereabouts today. So 7 cents per pound, we convert that to tons, is $154 per ton. Or down here I've done it to 9 cents, which works out at roughly 200 a ton. So they get bought out 3 million tons, 450 million. So that's a 4x or 500 million. You got a nice 7x there. And also said that's at 7 cents. So if it goes better, we got 3 million tons, 600 million, and 5 million tons at 1 billion. Say they get 6 million, that's 1.2 billion. You can do the maths from here. So what are the risks? That they drill and don't hit too much, drill run out of money, or the economy goes down. People were going towards electric, but we're not going to go there overnight because people waiting for the cars to break down. The rich people will buy the Teslas, then they'll get hand-me-downs, things will get cheaper and cheaper, and 10 to 20 years we'll all eventually get to the electrification, but we're heading in that direction anyway. So of course there's a risk, but that's sort of the reward you were looking at. So back on this page, all these prices are a bit different, but that means enterprise value ton. So to get enterprise value, say the market cap is 100 million, but this company has 20 million in cash, you're not really paying 100 million because you pay 100 million, you get 20 million in cash. You'd have the enterprise value of 80 million. So it's the market cap, take the cash they have, or in this case at Hot Chili, they might have $2 million in debt. So you add the debt on, so you actually buying the company for the market cap, and then you have to pay for the debt as well. So that's how enterprise value works. And then we're comparing enterprise value to ton here. So the lower this number, the cheaper it is. These numbers have changed, so their company's gone from 90 million to 130 million, so they'll be a bit higher, although they are getting more tons of copper in the ground. Another cheap one is Los Andes Copper, also in Chile. So if you didn't know what happened years ago, lava, tectonic plates hit each other along Chile, and they made lava come up through the ground, and it's pretty prominent in Chile, so Chile's gonna have the good places, or anywhere South America coastline really, up to Mexico, is probably gonna have good copper grades. So you get about 0.5% copper. That's pretty much standard. 0.5% or a bit less for large copper mines. There is like little resources that can have like 5% copper, But looking at big mines that are going to be there for 30 years, you're getting that 5% grade. So moving along, so people have been spending. This is how much people have been spending trying to find copper. Quite a lot, but they haven't actually found any. So supply is shrinking, and demand looks to be slowly increasing with electrification. So electric cars take 5 times the amount of copper than cars today. Then you got all the wires in your house, and all the solar panels and all the wind farms are going to have copper wirings, copper motors, etc. So what's happened here? Hot Chili. So Hot Chili have done about $1 million worth of drilling. Not at Cortadera, but at another project they have. So you're paying 128 million, and they've already done all the drilling for you. So yeah, it's quite cheap in that regard. So what's happened here? They're at 70 cents. Oh, we got no money. We need to raise more money, so they sell more shares. And obviously, they're just diluting the company. Gets diluted, diluted, diluted. So sorry for the guys aboard here. But if they didn't buy, then the company would have died probably sooner. So there's other people who spent their money to keep it alive for us to buy in now and have a good chance. So coming along, this is where the main stuff is now. Obviously they want to drill into the best chance to uncover the most copper. So they're drilling that around here. And then I think they're going to put more drill holes up here. Nothing on the books to put down here as yet. So they've done soil sampling, seen on the top how much minerals there are. Molybdenum comes along with copper in the lava when it comes up through the ground. I'm not a geologist, but that's sort of how it happens. So you can drill out here. Hopefully they get good results and they can drill out here. And the truth is, the money is in the drill bit. So you probably heard people say it. Whatever they find is probably where the share price will go. The money's in the drill bit. They find a lot of copper. The share price will go up. Not so much, then not so much. But they could plot along, keep drilling. There's bound to be copper here. They just got to find the drill in the best place, make it decent resource, 5 to 6 million. People can come along, start mining it, and then while they're mining it, then they'll also probably be drilling at the same time to. I think they normally drill 10 years ahead. I've been told by someone in the industry. So they'll drill out to make sure they've got 10 years of copper there, etc., etc. So they got this one, could be a good chance. This one could be a good chance. I'm trying to think of what I was say. The latest announcement. So that's the main part. Cuerpo 3. Cuerpo means body in Spanish. So it's like body of copper. So it's all the drill bits going through. I'm not sure if they put any drill bits in here, but they plan drilling. Their latest result, I'm trying to find the picture, but it's a side-on view of this. And they were digging down to see if it went deeper. So I think they got to 800 meters. They want to go to 1500, and sounds a bit strange. Seems like they didn't find anything, and they just said, "Oh, the drill bit broke." Maybe to save the share price. Maybe that's legal. I'm not sure. This sounds a bit strange. And yeah, so they're drilling down to see if this went deeper, and drill bit break. That's the latest thing now. So drilling takes about 50. You might get 50 meters in 10 hours, or one shift. So 12 hours, you might get 50 to 60 meters roughly. So to drill a hole might take. So it's a 1,000 meter hole. Might take like 20 days. So it's not fast to drill. But you got two. I think they got two drill rigs on the ground. They could get to three. Means they can uncover more faster. So that's where they're at now. We've got the JORC resource. JORC resource means they've drilled it so many times that they can say, we drilled enough times to your standard of JORC, and we're the JORC standard. So you got measured and inferred. And yeah, that's all I can say. So you got copper, molybdenum. Where is the gold? Some gold in here. Anyway, I'm getting a bit tired now, so keep Hot Chili on your radar. Or if you're in Texas, that's another thing. I've noticed Hot Chili is quite cheap. If this was on the Texas Stock Exchange, I would have a feeling it might be a bit higher, so we'll look one on the Texas one. Except Los Andes is quite low as well. Maybe they don't like chili there in Texas, so I'm not sure. So we'll just see what happens. Orico is another promising one. But look how much you're paying for them. So I'm not sure why. Maybe some hype behind them. But I think hot chili now is around 40, but as they get more copper, that price goes down. You know the thing, so they get more copper, that goes down, or if their share price goes down, that goes down. So share price goes up, that goes up, etc. I think you get it. So guaranteed, if you find a junior copper resource, it's going to be on this page here. Just type in Veritas HCH and this should come up. You scroll down. Oh, I know where that thing was now. So this was a core and they're drilling downwards to find out if this went down deeper or if the two bodies joined together. So they're still trying to figure that out with drilling now. And here's another thing. So what is the bubble means how cheap it is. So these are cheap for how much copper they got, but obviously they need to be around here to be worth doing. So total resource. So we want to be above 5 million. What is that? Total resource, copper equivalent million tons. So you want to probably be this side of the line, be with it, or maybe they have some good things here. I don't know, you can work it out. There's so many variables, but hot chili is a pretty good one, and maybe all copper ones in general are pretty good if you want to take the risk to buy and hold. I wouldn't go more than 10% myself, but if you see here, you put 10,000 in, maybe it becomes 50,000. So beats working, doesn't it? Okay, I'll leave it at that. Goodbye.